I'm Lisa Natoli. Welcome. This is day 6 of the 40-day program, and today's topic is reaching the light in you by letting go of grievances. So today I'm going to illustrate workbook lesson 69 of A Course in Miracles, My Grievances Hide the Light of the World in Me, and I ask for you to join me in this practice. So you are going to need a piece of paper, or you can use your journal, and you're going to need a pen. And when I illustrate, I want you to write it down on your piece of paper. So if you are driving in a car right now, if you are laying down on a bed, I ask for you to turn off this audio or this video and wait until you have a moment when you can practice with me. And if you're reading the transcript or you're listening to the audio, it's probably a good idea to watch the video so that you can see what I draw on the whiteboard. And I want to show you how simple it is to let go of grievances. Most people think it's difficult. It's not difficult at all. And it really is just a matter of motivation. And it's like when I had you write your false way of being card, and I asked you to simply become aware of the way that you think, the behaviors that you engage in. Most people are shocked. They had no idea that they were doing these things. And today's illustration is going to be the same. You will see how easily you let go of grievances when you see that they're blocking the light in you. They're literally holding you away from all the miracles that you want. So I just want to get right into it. So you have your piece of paper, and I'm reading from A Course in Miracles, workbook lesson 69. I have posted this lesson on the website page, or you can read it from the book. I'm not going to read the whole thing, so I ask for you to read it. And I'm just going to start with a few of the basics here. That we're going to be making an attempt today to reach the light in you. And before we begin letting go of the grievances, think about the importance of what we are attempting to do. And then it says, very quietly now with your eyes closed, try to let go of all of the content that generally occupies your consciousness. So just for this moment, let go of all of your ideas about the past or the future. Let go of what you think are your problems or your sicknesses or your difficulties. Just be here with me, just for this moment while we do this exercise. And I like that it says it generally occupies your consciousness. We habitually keep thinking about the same problems and difficulties, and we think that they are our reality because we keep thinking about them. And so it's constantly in front of us. And then it says, think of your mind as a vast circle surrounded by a layer of heavy, dark clouds. So I want you, on one half of the page, I want you to make a circle. And then on the outside of the circle, I want you to draw some clouds. Clouds. A layer of clouds. Okay. I'm going to draw a couple layers of clouds. Okay. There we go. And this is the mind. Think of the mind as a vast circle surrounded by a layer of heavy, dark clouds. And then what it says is you can see only the clouds because you seem to be standing outside the circle and quite apart from it. So now I want you to make a little circle or a dot outside of the circle. And this is you. And you're going to be amazed by this one. So from where you stand over here, you can see no reason to believe there is a brilliant light hidden by the clouds. So inside of this big circle, I want you to make a picture of a sun. A bright light. And see, we're all artists. So then it says, so from where you stand, you have no reason to believe that there's a light in here. All you can see is the clouds. All you see are your problems, your difficulties, your stories. That's all you see. So you make no attempt to go through them, which is the only way in which you would really be convinced of their lack of substance. We will make this attempt today. Okay, so then it says, just see how much you want to reach the light today. It's the number one thing now. You've been dealing with your problems and grievances for a long time. Today we're doing something completely different. So what I want you to do now is, from where you stand, I want you to think about all of your attempts to reach happiness, all of the things that you do to get rid of the discomfort that you sometimes feel. So I want you to make a few arrows, and after this video today, what I ask for you to do is just put down all the different little things that you do. So you put yourself on a diet and you want to get in really great shape. You read self-help books. You engage in addictions, and overeating, and relaxing with cocktails with friends. You go on a vacation. You complain. You go on Facebook and tell your story. You search the internet for solutions to sickness. So these are all of the things that we normally do. And what you begin to notice is that we do everything we can think of except the only thing that's going to get us to the light, which is to look at our grievances and let them go. To actually have the courage to say, okay, I'm going to go now to the place I swore I was not going to go because I want to get to the light. This is the only thing I want now. I want to know my reality as light, as love, as joy. And this hasn't been working for you. And you begin to see that it's like it goes nowhere. And I want to show you why it goes nowhere. So what I want you to do around this over here, where you think you are, where all the arrows are drawn, I want you to draw a circle around that. Okay, so now what I want you to do is see that these are the two circles that I'm always talking about, love and fear. Okay, so I want you to, in the middle of this circle where the sun is, I want you to write love. This is the thought system of love, and I want you over here to write fear. And what I want you to see, and I've been expressing this quite a lot, is there's no meeting place between these two thought systems, and you can only be in one place or the other at one time. So yesterday I was saying every time you have a grievance, you absolutely positively are in the thought system of fear. No exceptions. When you are thinking about what someone did to you, you're over here. And there's no way to get over here by steps, because you see you can't get there. There's no way to get there. And what happens is we take steps here in the place where we think we are to solve our problems, and we take these logical steps, and what happens is you hit a wall. You're on this great diet and you're losing weight, and you reach this place and you realize it still didn't bring you joy. Like all the things that we do, you went on this awesome vacation and you're changing your life and you're getting organized, and you hit this wall, and you hit this wall. Every direction you turn in time and space, you hit a wall. Can't get out. So the only thing that can happen is for you to be lifted and catapulted from here to here. And that's why I really said, stop trying to do things anymore for 40 days. Don't try to fix anything. Don't try to understand anything. Just for 40 days, let yourself stand still and watch what you're doing. Because you have to see what you've been doing in order to change. So we're going to carry on here. So then it says, after you have thought about the importance of what you are trying to do for yourself and for the world, try to settle down in perfect stillness, remembering only how much you want to reach the light in you today, now. So this is where most people are when they have grievances. I want you to settle down into stillness in this place. Just be still. And determined to go past these clouds. And you can really think of these clouds as covering this entire circle, that you're in the middle of this complexity of your own thinking, of your sickness, your problems, what other people are doing to you. Just be still and be determined to reach this place. Reach out and touch them with your mind. Brush them aside with your hand. So I'm asking you just to simply see that these are just clouds. All your problems, your sicknesses, they seem like huge solid blocks. But I want you to just see them as clouds. Brush them aside and feel them with your hand. Feel them resting on your cheeks and your forehead and eyelids as you go through them. And that's why I asked for you to not try to fix your problems anymore. Because I want you to see that you can go through them. Go on, clouds cannot stop you. If you are doing the exercises properly, you will begin to feel a sense of being lifted up and carried ahead. So from where you are in the thought system of fear, you literally are lifted up. This isn't 3D, so you can't see it, but you're lifted out of all of your problems. You're not thinking about the past or the future or how to fix anything anymore. You're not searching the internet for how to heal your sickness. You're not looking for the latest diet. You're not reading any more self-help books. You're saying, okay, I trust in this process for right now. You're lifted up and you're going to feel it. You're going to feel a sense of freedom. And you are carried over by the power of God. You're carried where you belong into the light. Go on, clouds cannot stop you. If you are doing these exercises properly, you will begin to feel a sense of being lifted up and carried ahead. Your little effort and small determination call on the power of the universe to help you, and God Himself will raise you from the darkness into light. Why? Because this is what you want. When this is what you want, you will have no difficulty letting go of all of your grievances. You will let them go because this is where miracles happen. We need to get you over here. And I can remember for years that I always didn't want to go through my conflict. I didn't want to look at the fear. I just wanted to feel happy. Give me some positive affirmations. They don't work. You actually have to look at your conflict. You have to look at the people who are pushing all of your buttons, and you have to be determined to see them as your friend. And there can be no exceptions to this. And when you really see it in this way, that which do I want? Do I want a life of miracles and joy, or do I want to keep circling around over here when you already know the outcome over here? You feel bad. This isn't a fun place to hang out. And try as many solutions as you want. If you don't trust in what I'm saying, you might think, well, no, there's a solution over here for sure. And I say, go for it. Just see. You'll see that every time you attempt to do something external, you're always going to hit a wall. It's like, no, this time it's going to work. And you just hit this wall. And this is the place of surrender, when you say, I'm not going to fix anything anymore. And what happens is when you are determined to see all of these people as your friend, you literally go from this place here and you're carried over here. And there's no steps. This takes an instant to do. It literally happens in the moment that you want it. And what happens is all of these grievances and these clouds literally come with you into the light. And when they come into the light, so they're all, coming in, is when they cross this area here, they are transformed. All is light here. It's not like they follow you into the light and they're still a grievance for you. They're joining you in the light now. You see them now as joined with you, and you see them as your savior. You see that really you are helping each other. And a lot of people don't want to do this because they think something's going to be required of them. And the other reason people don't want to do this is that this is an unknown space. We know this space. We know what happens over here. And we think that this is our comfort zone. And so it does take trust to say, I'm going to allow myself to enter into the unknown space now. That this is what I want. And everything is direct experience. That's all I can say is you have to try this to see that it works. So in just closing on this lesson. So you will want to do this as often as possible in view of the importance of today's idea to you and your happiness. Remind yourself that your grievances are hiding the light of the world from your awareness. Remind yourself also that you are not searching for it alone and that you know where to look for it. How awesome is that? Now you know where to look for it. It's over here. Got to get over here. This is where your happiness is. So you have to go through your fear. You have to look at your conflict. You have to look at everything that's hiding you from the dark, the light of you, and be willing to move over here. And it says, my grievances hide the light of the world in me. And be sure to tell yourself, if I hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from me. And you'll know that that's true. You feel bad. You feel I'm in darkness. I feel sad. I feel depressed. I feel lost. And that's being over here. And just be okay with the feeling. Don't try to fix it. That's all I can really suggest to you is just be still. Be still in that place and say, okay, I'm ready. I'm going. I'm doing this. I'm going. That's it. I'm going. And that's how I did it. I said, I don't want to hold on to anything anymore. I want to see what new things are going to emerge in this brand new space when I let my grievances go and I let the past go. And then it says, be sure to tell yourself, if I hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from me. If you are tempted to hold anything against anyone today. So just in practicing, spend some time with this one. Just maybe take out a new sheet of paper. And what I want to say about these arrows over here, like a good way to find out what you do as distractions is on your old false way of being card. All the things that I do to delay myself from looking at my grievances is this. It's just fear. It's just fear. And finally you say, enough of this. Enough of all that I've been doing. I'm just looping around in a circle and I'm ready now for an entire new experience. And you will feel it. You will feel the sense of being lifted up and carried. And you are the light of the world. And now you are just simply allowing everything that's not the light to be removed. It's just clouds. So I thank you for being here, for doing this. And remember, no matter what's happening, no matter where you think you're at, just be with it. Just be okay with whatever emotions are stirring up in you. When you said yes to this process, it literally began this process of energy moving now, and that's what you want. I want you to feel okay with that. I don't want you to feel like you're doing anything wrong, like you said yes to miracles and now you feel worse than ever. This is why I had you sign that commitment card in the beginning, because I knew what was going to happen. And it doesn't happen to everyone the same way, but I want you to just stay with this. Just stay for 40 days. Allow yourself to be transformed. Allow yourself to be amazed. And I give thanks for you.